Hi, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Oliver.
And we are currently walking towards our ruin in central Portugal. So this is one of the first Build It Portugal properties. And this particular ruin, we're actually going to be building and renovating ourselves with a team of builders, local builders.
So the house is located up this really nice rustic little cobbled driveway, and it's situated just on the edge of a forest. I don't know whether you can see in the distance and around. It's really green location, very quiet, and you can see just from this corner view how nice and cute the property looks. It's very rustic, quite traditional looking, which is something that we want to honour and keep in the developed plans. But then at the back and inside, it's all going to turn modern with a lovely pool, which we'll explain a little later.
So we're around 1.5 hours from Lisbon Airport, and also around 1.5 hours from Porto Airport. So we're slap bang in the middle of the country. The ruin behind us here was built, I think, in the 1940s, and it's been abandoned for over 20 years. So what we're looking to do here is a lovely 3-bedroom house, a large infinity pool, jacuzzi, outbuildings, and this is one of the Build It Portugal homes. However, this house in particular, we're going to be building for ourselves. So we're excited to have you along for the journey. So here is the back door, and now we're going to go inside the main part of the house. To watch a step, and the floorboards are caving in. Here we have one of the old original bedrooms. Yeah, it's almost move-in ready with this bed. And then we're going to continue over to this room here, which is very dark. And I don't actually know what this room would have been. Perhaps a storeroom. And you see some wine bottles down there. So, really could have been anything. And you can see all of the old plaster. And then up these very rickety stairs, we have an attic.
So coming towards what used to probably be the main living space / kitchen, probably. We've got a nice traditional window here with the shutters, and you can see behind we've got old appliances that probably were left over. We'll be needing a new fridge, I think. And then coming off this main space, we've got another smaller room, which I'm not quite sure what this would be. Maybe another bedroom, but again matching the same nice light window.
Now, if you follow me out the back door, I'm going to show you the barn of the property.
Hello, sorry to interrupt the video. We just thought it would be a good opportunity to sit down and briefly explain what Build It Portugal is, why we've set it up, and then we'll get straight back into the video.
Cool. So Build It Portugal was set up by us this year in 2024, based on our own experience of buying and renovating ruins in Portugal. There are so many problems with buying a ruin in Portugal. Number one, can you actually do a renovation? Can you extend it? Can you make the home you want? Number two, finding reliable builders and actually, completing your project. And number three, it's just all the paperwork that goes along with it. We created Build It Portugal to hopefully alleviate all of the stress and problems when it comes to building your home in Portugal. So how are we actually going to be able to do that? So Build It Portugal is going to have kind of a number of segments and a number of things we're going to offer. So the biggest thing we're going to offer is ruins, which have all of the paperwork ready to go. So these will be architecturally designed ruins and projects that you can buy directly from us. And then once you own them, you can start building right away with a team of builders, and you can also instruct the architect who designed the ruin to project manage the build and source builders for you. So you have a choice. You can go and get quotes from whoever you want to build your project, and you can also work with our architect to project manage, and he can also, or she can source the builders for you too. So you have many options. So that's kind of number one. Number two, we're going to have a membership offering on the website. And on the membership platform, you will have everything you need to know from kind of arriving in Portugal to sourcing a ruin, if you don't want to buy one of ours, and basically how to do everything. How to source the ruin, how to look at all the paperwork, how to instruct an architect, how to find builders, how to kind of manage a build, how to live during a build, how to source a kitchen, bathroom, how to do gardening, like how to build a swimming pool, like absolutely everything. Everything we've learned, we're gonna kind of dump our brains on a website effectively. So that will be our membership offering. And on top of that, there'll be a community. So you'll be able to connect with other people building at the same time as you. This is really important because you can share ideas, you can share your problems, and it just should be a really good way to go through a build here with limited stress. And these are all things we wish we had when we started our own projects here. On top of that, we have the YouTube channel where you're currently watching us. We're going to have an online magazine, so you'll be able to read articles about building, renovating in Portugal. And then we're also going to be launching a podcast very soon, so stay tuned for that. So we're initially going to be offering ruins in central Portugal. So basically anywhere from Coimbra down to Tomar, that region is where we're going to be launching. And then once we've launched there, we're going to expand to the rest of Portugal. We're looking at Comporta, we're looking at the Silver Coast, we're looking at the Algarve, and potentially parts of northern Portugal as well. So definitely for 2024, our main focus is going to be in the area between Coimbra and Tomar. And here is a map to kind of show the area. Hopefully the editor can work some magic right now.
Well, that's enough from us. Now back to the video, and we'll see you soon.
And then if we come around here, we have some old kind of animal accommodation. So when we finish this project, this animal accommodation will end up being a master bedroom actually. We have a fully approved project which we're going to start building hopefully in the next couple of months. As you can see, it's a really kind of large space. We have a lot of kind of old machinery, funnels, ladders.
Do you have to be careful of wasps' nests?
Yeah, we also have a wasp nest. I tell you what, I'm pretty terrified of this room, so I'm going to leave. So the ruin behind us currently has around 100 meters squared, and we're going to be extending it to around 140 meters squared. So that will enable us to have a really nice, kind of good size 3-bedroom home here. The land area is around 1,000 square meters, so there's a bit of land, but it's not a crazy amount. A lot of people come to Portugal, they want loads of land, but when you actually own land here, you realize like how difficult it is to manage. There's always a lot of work. You have to string, you have to make sure it's clear. If you've got trees, you have to prune them once or twice a year. So this land plot in particular we really like because there just isn't much to do, and it's nice and flat too. Here is the land for the property. So we have a load of kind of really nice old trees. We have olive, we have a cherry, we have a fig, a really nice kind of flat piece of land. Well, maybe gently sloping, I guess, towards the river. Here we have a well. So, when you're looking for properties in Portugal, if they have water, it's a real benefit. You can use this to irrigate the land, you can use it to fill up your swimming pool. Of course, you need to filter it. But yeah, it's a really good kind of addition to the house. And you can see the well just here.
At the bottom of the property, we've got a natural stream that's kind of filled up during the winter. This year we've had a very long winter and a very wet winter, so it is in full force now. It's got a really, really nice sound to it. It really adds another layer to the property. You can just imagine in this quiet location just having the running water.
So we have actually just discovered on the land we have a very, very small waterfall, which, you know, maybe we could swim in the summer if we cleared it out a bit. Yeah, let's see. But this is really, really cool. So where all of the land has been streamed, this is something we've recently had done. That basically marks our boundaries. So you can kind of get a scale for how big the land is. And if I take you down to the bottom here, what you'll see is actually our boundary stone. So in Portugal, it's very common for, you know, rustic land like this to have very, you know, small boundary markers. It could be a stone, could be a stick with a bottle, you know, very rudimentary. But this marks the corner of our land, and you can see beneath it, there is a small stream / river.
So walking back up to the ruin itself, you can see where we've been managing the land, kind of strimming it periodically. You can see it stretches straight up, and you can just kind of see how peaceful and quiet it is. These kind of old olive trees are probably a couple hundred years old, and it really adds that kind of nice rustic and authentic feel to the property.
Thank you so much for watching our first video. I hope you've enjoyed our little tour around this property. As Aaron said earlier in the video, we're just going to be developing this for ourselves, but we will be sure to document the process, and hopefully we can share some great insights along the way. We've had such an amazing response from people so far about Build It Portugal, and we can't wait to start producing more videos and content for you. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much.